However, they rallied in the fourth quarter, outscored the Nets by 12 to get the victory, their second in a row, getting this two-game homestand. And they will not complain about this one as we welcome everybody to Toyota Warriors post-game live here at the Gatehouse in Thrive City with the Hall of Famer Chris Woolen, NBA champion Festus Ezeli. I am Bonte Hill. I don't know how I should feel right now, Festus. I know they won the game, but they went life and death with a team that had just lost 18 of their last 20 and just lost their 9th game in a row. That wasn't exactly winning basketball, but I guess beggars can't be choosers right now.
Bonte,
right?
I don't want to hear any of that, all right? There are so many reasons to not like this game. I want to focus on the fact that the Warriors finally won one, okay? How about you focus on that? All right, the Warriors won a game. Yes, the Brooklyn Nets have been struggling. They've lost 18 of the last 20 before tonight. And the Warriors' job was to come into this game and find a way to get some kind of consistency going. There's been a big problem for the Warriors that's crept up. It's the turnovers. They got 26 turnovers tonight. Give up 28 points on those turnovers. I mean, the Warriors really couldn't get anything going consistently. They lost the first 3 quarters of the game because they kept turning the ball over to this Brooklyn Nets. Well, in the fourth quarter, they came up, they scored 32 points, the Warriors did. They held the Brooklyn Nets to 20 points. Gui Santos came in, had 31 points, 31 big ones. Kristaps Porzingis was huge tonight. He played big minutes. And also, 27 minutes, he had 17 points, key buckets down the stretch. Draymond hit 2 free throws at the end of the game. There's a few things that you can take away from this game that are positive, Bonte. I'm focused on the positive. I don't want to hear it right now. Look at your face.
Yeah, I think Fitz said at halftime, this tape is not being sent to Springfield. So we'll agree. A win is a win.
Yes.
Now they've won 2 in a row.
Right.
So that's a positive. And we said at halftime they'd have to bring those efficiency numbers down. The Warriors wound up shooting 53% from the field. And they got the Nets down to 48. They were over 50 at halftime. But the biggest deciding factor was the free throws.
Yep.
The Warriors go 28 of 36 from the free throw line. So the aggressiveness there. But let's face it, it was an ugly game. It was an ugly game. The turnovers, the thing, because we talked pregame about what are you trying to get these last 10 games? Trying to establish some good habits because you're going to be in the play-in tournament. That could be a single elimination game. You have 26 turnovers in a single elimination game. You're going to lose that game. So this is not a lot of things you want to carry over. You want to take the win, absolutely, no question about that. But there's a lot of things to clean up again, and it starts with the turnovers. This is a Brooklyn Nets team that has struggled mightily offensively. Right. Mm-hmm. Defensively, there's not much resistance there. And as you said, Bonte, they took this down to the wire.
I know. Nobody in Brooklyn's complaining about the loss.
Even the end of the game, even the last last possession, that could have been a foul for a shot.
3 shots.
That's crazy. I mean,
here, I'll give you a positive. The Warriors only committed 2 turnovers in the fourth quarter.
Okay. Okay,
like
something you can build on?
I'll give you another positive.
And they got their efficiency up. They
Absolutely.
shot overall 53% from the field.
Another positive is Gui Santos, who scored a career-high 31 points tonight for the Golden State Warriors, and he stopped by with Fitz and Buki.
So Gui Santos, a career-best 31. What was it like in that third quarter? Your 15 kept the Warriors afloat, a game you had to have, and somehow you pulled it out.
Man, I just feel like this game was a good game for me in a matchup in the low post. So the whole coaching staff and the players were very confident on me. They were giving the ball in the low post for me to either, go score or find them a good look. So, yeah, that was basically everybody was just trying to find me, and that helps a lot me, score a little bit more, but most importantly, just get the win for us.
And you mentioned the low post. What's gone into you being this confident in your post game? You made some tenacious moves there. It didn't matter who was guarding you. You were going to get a good shot up and a lot of times get a bucket. What's gone into getting this confident in your post game, the offseason work you've done, all of that?
All that came from my dad, He was a big center and, all the low post work. I've been watching him for, 15 years, and now I'm just having the opportunity to show that a little bit more.
Gui, how was the team emotionally after Moses Moody was injured? You win the game in overtime, but it almost didn't feel like a win because we lost Moses. You come back after this long trip, and you got to find and keep going as a team. How did you guys bounce back just emotionally from that, still thinking about your teammate?
Man, that was very, very tough for us, Moses is one of the greatest human beings, and just see him in the floor grabbing his knee like that, that was very, very sad for all of us. Like I said, we won that game, but in the locker room was not a good vibe because we know how important Moses is for us. And everybody's just together, everybody's praying for him, and he's going to get back stronger, and we're going to help him to do everything that he needs so he can get back stronger.
Absolutely. You guys have had 15 clutch wins this season, and a lot of experience there. You've been in those moments, making those decisions. Talk to me about the experience you're getting in those clutch games, what you're learning about yourself and as a team.
I think the best opportunity for a player to learn is on the court, on the floor. So for me, just be on the floor in those moments, I learn a lot because we got great players. Steph, Draymond, we had Jimmy, and all the veterans that just be on the court with us and telling us, teaching us a lot of stuff. So it's very, very good for a young player to be on the court in clutch games with these guys.
Gui, how about the triple team of you where you threw it up and Porzingis guided it home? It's nice to have a guy 7'2" to just throw it around the rim. That had to be fun.
Yeah, it is fun. It's fun, especially when you have a guy like tall like that. I was in not a good position to score, so I was like, okay, I know KP is down there, so I'm just gonna throw it up. I know he's gonna grab it and finish it.
Hey, give a thought on the Dub Nation. 600 straight sellouts. This crowd kind of willed the team back in the fourth quarter. It's got to be good to be home.
Yes. Like I said, 600 in a row is very, very tough. So I can't say nothing, but the Dub Nation is the best fans in the world. And just have them all the games here and cheering for us and being the sixth man on the court for us is great.
Gui, we appreciate you stopping. Congrats on the career high 31 as the Warriors get the win. That is Gui Santos.
Thank you.
If you're double teamed, throw it up to KP. He's tall. He's somewhere. The Warriors, back-to-back wins. Win number 20 at home. 600 straight sellouts. And, yeah, Al Horford.
Cool him off.
And LJ Cryer.
Yes.
They're the only people that cooled off Gui Santos tonight.
Yeah. Make sure.
Bring on Washington on Friday. We'll see you Friday night. Gui Santos got it done tonight.
So the Warriors win back-to-back games for the first time since January 19th when they won 4 games in a row, and they did it due to Gui Santos. But let's pick up the crunch time tape here because the Warriors had to battle back and forth against the Brooklyn Nets here. Brooklyn was bringing it, leading by 9 going into the final frame. Warriors down 3. Draymond Green with his lone three-point shot of the game knocks it down from the corner pocket. Warriors tie it up at 100. Brooklyn Nets, they inbound here. And look, we didn't know the scouting report with these guys. We didn't know who was playing, who was not playing. They just kept making shots. They're athletic. But the Warriors down 2. They need to get a bucket. Why not go to Gui Santos? He'll make something happen, Fezzi.
Great all night long. All right, Bonte, his step through is becoming one of my favorite moves right now on the team. And his ability to make plays, you just see him getting better by the game.
All right, now this was filthy footwork right here. Whoa, what would you call that, bully? Ben Saraf, the nifty footwork. Giving the Nets the 2-point lead. Gui Santos, the South American spin move.
Throw it at the rim, big fella. Go get it, big fella.
Maybe it was a pass to KP. That was 2. Kristaps Porzingis, 17 points on the night.
But listen, at the end of the game, this is what you want. You want to have a guy that you can throw the ball to. He's either going to get fouled or he's going to score the basketball. That's what Kristaps Porzingis is right now.
And this is what bad teams do. Foul jump shooters. Put him on the line for 2.
7-2. See him?
Porzingis 9 of 10 from the free throw line.
Yep, no doubt about that.
Big fella, 6'10".
Hey!
I wasn't familiar with his game. Look at that poster.
Surratt. That.
Ben Saraf, 14 points, 5
By the way, he's
shooting.
a lefty. Stop letting him drive left. Make him drive right.
The Warriors down 1.
Make him drive right.
And they go isolation with Saraf, but he gets to his left. He gets to his left, but he smokes the layup. Draymond with the rebound. Draymond gets fouled, and he would nail 2 free throws to give the Warriors a 3-point lead. Here you go right here.
Both, Day-Day. Okay.
Money Green.
I wonder what the L2M will say about this.
That's tough. That last play
L2M?
is tough. I think GP2 was trying to foul right there.
Trying. He did foul it. He succeeded. Wow. They just didn't call it.
Ooh. Again, the Warriors, they go 28-36 from the free throw line. They win back-to-back games for the first time since mid-January. Before we get to Gui Santos, though, How are we really feeling about that win? What can the Warriors possibly take away from tonight's effort against the Brooklyn Nets?
It's just a win, Bonte. You know, there's a couple things. You got to put things in context. First games after a road trip is tough. Usually, historically, they always teams usually come out flat that first game. So that's one. But two is the Warriors are coming off a really emotional game that last game. Losing Moses Moody, big injury that has huge ramifications for this team, even into next season. The fact that now they've lost 2 players, the injuries that are going to lead into next season. So, yeah, the Warriors came out, they were flat in the first half. First quarter, they had 10 turnovers.
Right.
So this is not a game that you feel good afterwards. But you got it done and you got the win, and that's something that you could take away from this.
Yeah, you take the win. Don't overthink it too much. I think ideally the Warriors would have, got control of this game early, and because they're shorthanded, not have to play so deep into this game, play everyone these minutes where, with the regular NBA schedule, if you have an easy game today, maybe you come in tomorrow and get some work done. Now you had to work so hard today, you probably have to take tomorrow off and get ready for the mighty Wizards coming in here. But again, after 3, they're down 86-77. So they're down 9, and they hadn't won a quarter. So they dominate, come out, and they start 11-2 to start the fourth, basically, and they win that quarter by 12. Good effort. Again, I feel like the effort is there. A lot of disjointed performances. It doesn't seem tied together offensively. Tonight they went almost exclusively to Gui in the post. That worked out really well. He had a career night. But you don't see the normal ball movement of the Warriors. And I think the biggest factor is turning the ball over. The turnover, not only does it give the other team extra possessions, they got, 13 more field goal attempts. They made 3 more. They made 3 more threes. But it takes the rhythm out of the game. Just the ball being thrown all over the